Hello, and thanks for joining me for this episode of NCIA Today. I'm your host, Bethany Moore, NCIA's Director of Communications, checking in with you regularly with updates on what's happening in the cannabis industry and here at NCIA. There's a lot going on, and I know that's an understatement, but in this episode, it's all about cannabis and looking to the future. First, NCIA's Marketing and Advertising Committee is hosting another Best of 420 Cannabis Marketing Award, and this year we've been partnered with the Clio Awards. NCIA invites all cannabis companies and brands, both B2B and B2C, to submit their 420 campaigns between now and the deadline on Friday, July 22nd. The winning honoree will be presented live at the 2022 Clio Cannabis Awards to be held on September 29th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Learn more on our website and submit your entries. Also, in early June, we toured the state of New York for the Insights and Influencers New York Opportunity Tour event series. And our events department has put together a blog article with highlights and photos from those 3 events in Albany, Rochester, and New York City. Take a look at the photos and learn more about how you can co-sponsor a future NCIA networking event. We're keeping the momentum going and are very excited to be hosting an industry social for our Colorado community next month in July. Join us for the Colorado Industry Social on Thursday, July 28th in Denver. Register your team now on our website and we'll see you there. And start making your plans to join us in September in Washington, D.C. as we return to our nation's capital for the 10th annual Cannabis Industry Lobby Days. It's the first time since 2019 we've gathered in DC in person. You can expect online training before the event, a full day of meetings with congressional offices, a networking reception to meet your fellow attendees, and a closing event featuring some of our most important allies in Congress. Mark your calendars for September 13th and 14th. And start thinking about whether you prefer the window or aisle seat on the airplane. All right, let's move along and talk about the latest from our Government Relations Department. It's a mixed bag, apparently, as safe banking language was initially added to the America Competes Act, but then subsequently stripped out in later negotiations. But also, 2 new bills were introduced: the CLIMB Act and the Veterans Equal Access Act. So head to our website to read more. We also heard from E2B Technologies with a helpful overview of the state of banking for the cannabis industry, including the many challenges our industry faces, all while continuing to grow and thrive more and more every year. It's a truthful reminder that as sophisticated as we've become over the last few years, there's still a long way to go before we're treated just like any other industry. Read these reflections on banking for cannabis operators in the blog on our website. Next, we heard from Kaya Push about 6 technology tools for multi-location dispensary operators. When you're managing more than one dispensary, using tools and technology to streamline your operations could include inventory management, an e-commerce website, POS systems, and people management tools like dispensary payroll, HR scheduling, and time tracking to manage employees and staff. Check out their technology recommendations in this new blog. Speaking of managing your people, we heard from Charlena Berry of Cannabis Business Growth about why prioritizing your employee talent should be your top priority. Thankfully, there are steps you can take to reduce turnover and prioritize your people, which will benefit your employees, your organization, and your customers as well. Head to our website to read more. We also heard from our Scientific Advisory Committee in a new blog about how cannabis can help our cells and the endocannabinoid system components work together to weaken the ability of cancerous cells to survive. And hopefully, more research will help scientists elucidate the exact mechanisms by which patients experience relief using cannabis. Check out more in this informative blog on our website. All right, as we begin to wrap up here, don't forget our Industry Essentials webinar series, which are free for active NCIA members, so register your team today. Check the schedule on our website as more webinars are added. In the meantime, keep learning by listening to both of our podcasts to keep you informed and inspired. You can tune in to NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice, which I host, and NCIA's Cannabis Minority Report, hosted by Khadija Adams. If you're an NCIA member, reach out to me to learn how you can contribute educational content for our website and newsletter, or pitching to be a guest on our podcast. Please send me an email to get the ball rolling, bethany@thecannabisindustry.org. As always, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to stay inspired and connected. If you're a member of NCIA, log into NCIA Connect and spark up a conversation with your fellow NCIA members and colleagues today. We'll see you next time.